This is the blueprint to your success. Yes, my dear students, do not write your class 10th exam without watching this video. And trust me when I say that, because in today's video, we are going to uncover how topper write in exam. How CBSE has uploaded on its website the model answer copy of class 10 students for each of your subjects. And today, we are going to analyze that so that you can also become a topper. We can see the copies of students from the past years. Today, we will be analyzing the copy of 2025. How to do that? Let's start without wasting much of your time. So what you need to do is on the Google, you need to search CBSE class 10th model answer copy. The first website will be of CBSE and this will be the layout you will get after that, right? Rather the layout will be like this. What you need to do is, my dear students, you need to go on model answer copy by candidate for examination 2025. Click on that, then select class 10th. After that you will get this chart in which subject name is listed, like you can get the copy for English literature and language, Hindi course A as well as course B, mathematics basic, math standard, science and social science, right? Here you can click download so that you can get a file that is in PDF format. Get it clear how you need to download the model copy, because you have to do it. So learn it by today. Now what we will do, we will see how the topper's copy look like. My dear student, this copy is of maths. See here, this is your maths copy with the code 241. What we need to analyze here is how the student has presented the answers in the particular copy. See, the student has started with the section, that is section A, underlined it very properly, neatly written with equal spacing. Then what the student has done in the MCQ type of question is, beta, question number 1, answer 1. Now pay attention to this thing particularly, because student make this mistake, I don't know why. Whenever there are MCQ type of question, you need to write both the alphabet as well as its explanation. Like, is the answer A, B, C or D? Yes, you need to write them, okay? You need to write them and write in detail the sentence of that MCQ too. Equal spacing and equal spacing, how student here has focused, you also need to look upon. Now see, this is not something that you can't make a mistake, right? Even toppers, even everyone here, even teachers make the mistake, so there are chances you make the mistake. But you should notice one thing, how smartly the student has cut it, rather than doing this, what you guys do sometimes, right? What you guys do? This. Do not cut it in a single line. I always say that presentation is quite important than how you are writing and what you are writing. All the MCQs here are so neatly written with equal spacing in a good handwriting, no mix up and all that. When MCQs are done, the next section start here with section B. Okay, properly underline. Now see how in maths the student has done the solution. The solution part is so clear that a teacher examiner can give full marks, right? Do not miss to write these units. It becomes very, very important, and write answer over them. So this is how a copy should look like. Now see the pattern of solving the maths problem, math solution, right? The student has not done here like this, something that, like what happens now, I'll tell you. I'll give you a reference what you guys are doing. It is 5x minus 3y is equals to 2, right? What you can do here is, there are chances that by 5, okay, 8 minus 5y upon 3, okay, minus 3y is equals to 2. Now, is there any proper sequence, any line where you are solving? No. Suddenly your line changes to here now. 40 minus 25y upon 3 minus 3y equals to 2. But see how student has presented here. Every step of the student has an arrow, and this is also very, very important in mathematics. In mathematics, this student has kept in mind that I am writing everything here in left, and do not make the examiner so what we can say frustrated by seeing the copy. This is what you need to see. You need to download the copy right now. Download the copy right now by the way I just told you, and follow the steps what I am going to tell you by today. We are just not going to see this copy. We are going to look upon what should be done to improve your answer writing methods, or how to write and how a topper write basically, right? You can see here the diagrams made by student are also very crystal clear, using the pencils and all the materials which are basically required in math. See how beautifully the student has written over here. This is what you also need to follow. Now we are moving to the copy of science, right? Science, which is very, very important because diagrams are there. So if you look at science section A, underline with proper spacing, with proper handwriting, all the MCQs are written over here. And if I particularly talk about answers, right, in answers section B, this is the question from your physics book, given u equals to minus 10 centimeter object distance and everything. You can also do one thing. Whenever you write the formulas, you make a box over it. This can also enhance your writing skills, okay? Like this is done for the answer. Make a box on your answer, okay? Very good presentation. This is how you need to present. And proper thing about this copy is that the diagram, so neat and clean diagram, labeled diagram, okay? After that, the person, whoever the copy is, the topper has written the heading or the title to this diagram as well, keeping everything in mind. All the keywords here are underlined. What we need to focus is all the keywords here are underlined, okay? Come on, let's move to the copy of social science again. What you need to do is very neatly written. Section A, underline, then we can see there are MCQs. Now here in SST particularly, we understand there are so lengthy answers, so much to write. So this is what is necessary. The answer writing skills in SST makes you a topper, right? So see, features of arid, right? This might be the question for 2 marks because it is in section B, na? So features of arid soil are, it is sandy in texture, 1 point. Now it is saline in nature, 2 points, and the student has properly written here 5 points. However, I would suggest go for 3, and the 3 should be so main points with keywords properly underlined, like sandy is underlined here, saline is underlined here, very nicely presented. Now what you need to focus here is all the points are, these answers are written in points, no paragraphs are used. By teacher, examiner just hate the copy, seeing the paragraphs, because you are in class 10, my dear students. They have lot of bundles to check in a single day. They have so work pressure and all that. They want that you should make their work easier, and if you are going to make their work easier, they will be happy and give you good marks, what you are also expecting right now. So always write your answer in points, right? So this is how we have discussed how a copy should look like, right? And from where you can download this copy. But now it is the high time we should discuss about the blueprint, right? How toppers write. What I have analyzed in the copies right now, I have seen the copies of 2024 also. I have checked many pre-board copies, many pre-board copies when I was teaching offline to the students, and what I have analyzed here is the pattern of topper is something like that, right? What I mean by something like that here is, students, see what happens now. Every answer should start with something. For example, what do you mean by power sharing in modern democracies, right? You know the answer, that power shall be shared among different organs of government, different levels of government. But what if you start your answer with a proper intro? What if it will be so catchy to your examiner that power sharing is the method in which this is done, right? A proper proper definition, a proper intro is provided by you. That's very nice. And in definition and in intro, by do not add your kahanis. Right? Do not add something what you know. Rather, write the exact keywords from NCERT, because definitions are something that are need not to be changed. Get it? Then key points, formulas and law. I will say that whenever you are writing the key points, never ever forget to underline them. Okay? The first thing you should follow, whenever you are writing the formula, always keep that formula in the box. Okay? And whenever you write a law, again I would suggest you to underline it properly, so the examiner can catch it at the first glance and give you full marks. Get it? Explanation in points. Yes, either it is science or it is SST. Your explanation should be in the points. Whatever it is, like if it is a 2-marker question, 3-marker question, 5-marker question, write in points, and the point should not be repetitive. By the examiner is not dumb, right? The examiner always know your tactics and get it easily, catch it easily. Okay? Then about diagrams and examples, I would say that if there are like chances when you can enhance your answer by example, you have an example in NCERT, I would suggest you to write example from the NCERT itself. Like in money and credit, we have the example of debt trap. Swapna example of debt trap. So don't make your own story, rather catch the examples from the NCERT itself. And regarding diagrams, I would say, like take a pencil, right, sharpen it nicely. When your diagram will be neat, because if you're not sharpening your pencil nicely, the diagram will not be so neat and clean. If you want to make it neat and clean, take a eraser, sharpener, pencil, like sitting in the exam and thinking that kisse mangu yaar. No, this is not going to be work. Right? This is not going to work. So it should be neat and clean, very nicely drawn. It should be labeled, right? And it should be given a title. This 3 things you should follow. Title at the bottom. Okay? Write what diagram it is. And I would suggest that always end your answer with a conclusion, because in science, in SST, always you have certain questions where they will ask you your opinion. Okay? According to your opinion or whatever they ask, and your answer with a conclusion. In SST, if there are quote of some person, like if we talk about Gandhiji or we talk about Jawaharlal Nehru, he considered the dams at the temples of modern India. And if the question is about dams, end it with that quote. It will like enhance your image in front of examiner. Okay? So always write a conclusion. Even in maths, we can follow that. Like if they have asked you the height of something or inclination of something, you got the answer, you put it in the box, but then you read to write properly the height of this, what was asked in the question is this. Okay, so always learn to conclude the answer. This is what I have seen in the answer copies of toppers since the year I am teaching, right? Now what you need to do, ma'am, shall we make our own template? Ma'am, shall we make a pattern that need to be followed in exam? No. Copy and paste. What you need to do here is just Control C plus Control V. That's it. Okay, copy it, because we have we don't have so much time right now for your exams, right? So how to copy? Download the model papers like I did in this video at the starting. Then rewrite one answer daily, right? One is very less here. I would suggest now make it 5 answers daily, right? This was something you need to like do in the starting of the session, but now I need you to write 5 answers daily, either from science, from SST, or English, whatever you want. Okay, then we have make a topper template. By what I mean by this is, see, okay, analyze a topper's copy. Acha, now I have a suggestion over here. Do not go for so many copies. Choose one, whichever you like. That this presentation is very good, and see that what is the format of that topper to write MCQs. What is the format of that topper to write a 2-marker question, 3-marker question, 5-marker question, case-based question, and all that. Okay, now a template for your exam is ready. You just need to do what? Control C plus V. That's is nothing new to be done. Okay, practice underline and diagrams before going to exam. If you think that you might be a student, a great student, that you will just see the diagram in the science copy and will directly draw it over there, no, my dear student. You know, when I was in class 10th and 12th particularly, in chemistry particularly, there are so lot of diagrams to be drawn, right? We used to practice it for 2 hours, in once in a week in our coaching institute. So you also can do that. You have to do that. Don't think that and I'm very perfect in drawing in diagrams and I'll draw there. No, it can go random. So practice it before the exams, and this you have to do it. Okay, now coming to the last discussion, that you need to avoid these mistakes, because many students do that. Many students, whenever I take like, ma'am, we are making this mistake, ma'am, we are worried of science, we are worried of SST. By now there is no time to get worried. We just know how to implement things, right? Now what are the mistakes to avoid? Writing like a story. By no story, no katha is going on here. Rather write always your answers in points. Okay, do not add your own words like by this happened, then this happened. No, always and always the keywords, and that too underlined, written in points, need to be focused. No diagrams. Okay, what I have written here is no diagrams without practice. Okay, no diagrams without practice, without labeling, okay, and without a sharp pencil. You should use a sharp pencil to make it neat and tidy. Okay, you should not make this mistake, no spacing. You should give the spaces, like if there is section A, okay, leave a line and then answer question number 1. Again, now leave a line, answer 1, then write. When you end with this answer, leave a line and then write question number 2. By nothing is going, nothing is going. Neither your money is going, neither it's your copy. It's provided to you by CBSE. You have to write properly. I have seen students just mixing everything, not leaving the lines. Like I know a topper who, she was so perfect, yeah, damn perfect student, right? She, in whichever Olympiad she appears, now she gets perfect rank. But whenever it comes to presentation, she is not leaving the lines, because she has that psychological impact that not waste to paper and all that. But beta, here the point is not about paper, the point is about your marks. Okay, don't do that. Don't be so perfect. No keywords, you have to write keywords. Bad handwriting, bhaiya, bad handwriting, you have to improve it. If someone is saying you that in class 10th handwriting does not matter, the person is wrong totally. I bet this, right? You need to improve your handwriting. At least if you can't like improve your handwriting like a topper or so beautiful, at least write in a manner that it is crystal clear to the examiner what you have written. Right? It should not be letters too close or too far. Okay? Letters too small or too big. No. Point this thing. Okay? Writing extra nonsense to fill pages. If you think so that I can fill pages and get more marks, no, my dear students, not at all possible. The teacher is not dumb. The examiner is not dumb. He or she exactly knows what you are doing. So do not make the teacher fool. Okay, so this was all about today's video. thanks to all the students to be the part of my video. Hope this is going to help you guys, and comment right now that yes ma'am, we downloaded model paper and started practicing. This is what I want from all the students out here who love me and follow me for SST particularly, and you follow Diksha Vedantu for class 10 preparation. All the best to all the students out there. Give your best, do hard work and rock it.